Then this will start by my name first. That's Mutasim Ali, and I'm 27 years old. And I born in a small village of I think maximum 200 people. I'm the oldest one in my family. My father and my mom are teachers in primary school. And they were the only people that in the village that they got education, my dad and mom. And I have one brother and 4 sisters. I didn't grow up with them because my dad and mom, when I was born, there was no school in the village where I was born. And they sent me to a school very far away from them. I stayed with my grandmom for most of my educational stages. I used to visit them just on vacations until I got to high school. And I submitted my application to university, and I've been accepted in Khartoum, University in Khartoum. I studied geology there. So in 2003, I went to visit them as a vacation to see my family and to tell them I'm going to school. And what happened is that when I got to village first, the mayor of the village, like the head of the village, got noticed that the militias, Janjaweed, I don't know if people know about it, at the government alliance, getting support from the government. Their goal is to loot the shops of the innocent civilians and killing them, threatening them to let them flee the villages and taking their lands. The village received and noticed that militias in Janjaweed are coming. And from my dad and mom invested a lot on me to make that stage and to pursue my dreams and to study more, to change. They were educating me to be a leader of the community, and that's why they were very concerned about giving me all the opportunities that I need to get a better education and to improve myself. And then now they advised me with leaving the village as quickly as possible, since I've already been accepted in university. And it was too hard for me to leave my family that I know militias are coming to attack them, and I know the goal of those militias. They don't care about kids, women, elderly men. They just distraction. They distract everything, even pouring poisons on the water walls where the people drink water from there. So that's the main goal and target. And I had no any other choice than listen to my parents, because they told me that you are not just for us, for the entire community. Think about this. You have this village, you have like the area in general. You need to think about that. So you need to go and guard with us. And that's what they told me. And I've decided to leave the country with that pain and hardship and difficulty. I left to Khartoum. Fortunately, Janjaweed didn't come to attack the village at that time. And I went to university and I started to study. And in 2005, I had no chance at all to visit them back there. And I just heard that our village, the village where I was born, is being attacked by militias in Janjaweed. They killed dozens of people there. If a village of 200 people being attacked by militias in Janjaweed and killed tens of people, then no doubt, even 90% that my parents, my family, are part of them. And I was in kind of a psychological problem that I had was too tense and very difficult for me to handle that, and also to pursue my education. I thought about going back there, but I had no chance because the Darfuris were always targeted by the government that if they went back to Darfur, then they would join the rebel movements in Darfur. And I couldn't go back to visit them, but after 2 weeks, I've heard that they fled to a displaced camp, one of the biggest displaced camps in Darfur until today. They're there. It's named Abu Shok camp. This is in North Darfur State. They're staying there until today. So a little bit I relaxed, and at least they're still alive, and maybe one day I can see them. So I started to involve very much in the political movements and political to do some kind of political change there, because I have nothing to lose anymore. But I cannot go back to see my families, and my village was distracted by the government. And even though to protest and to demonstrate against the government is kind of forbidden in Sudan according to Sudanese law, but I've decided and made a decision that I need to do it no matter how much it will cost me. And we started to demonstrate, writing flyers, mobilizing people, kind of advocacy. And then one of the things, then university police can come inside the university campus and arrest people, and even can shoot inside the university campus. The first time in my life I'd been arrested in 2006. I was 18 years old. I was too young. And what happened is that when I got out of university, 5 Sudanese security forces in civilized clothes, they came and just caught me and threw me on the jeep, and then they covered my head with the bag was full with chili, kind of was too hot, and they were moving the bag around my head, and was in my eyes, my nose, my mouth, and I lost my conscience at that time. They drove me out to a place that when I got first, I just hear the screaming of other people that are out of torture. And I realized that this is the place that they're taking me, and I'll face the same situation very soon too. But I wasn't really afraid. I wasn't nervous about that, because I know the way I chose drives me to that position. And I think about more than me here, like children, little kids, like being killed every day by air bombs and militias and being burnt alive. So I'm kind of in better position than them. And I stayed there for a little while, I guess for 17 days, and then I've been released. And I went back. I didn't want to tell anybody, even those who I stayed with them in Khartoum, like kind of relatives. I didn't tell them that I was in prison, I was tortured, even though they can see physically I was harmed. And I was trying to tell them that was where I was, and I didn't go to the hospital anyway. I went back again to university, and I kept on doing the same thing that I was doing, because I cannot just give up and stop what I'm doing because of torture. The kind of prison there is solitary confinement, that a small room, 100 meter squares, like 1 meter, not 100, a meter and a half square. It's like a little room. I don't see anybody besides those who are coming to torture and beating up. I remember one of the worst torture that I've seen is kind of injection. They injecting me with the gas, like my tools, and that gas, when they inject you, you feel like you can say everything in your mind. Just like a chemical, people are being bombed by chemical weapon and see how they react. It's the same like that. So the idea is to have as many information as possible. And the first time that they injected me, I refused to give details at all. Even though I was sweating and it was terrible. I refused to give more details because I have nothing to say, because I was a student in university and I do what I do best as a student. Like, this is my responsibility to make some change in my society, and I cannot hide that anyway. And then when I refused, they tried to give me another 2. Until today, my nails, my 2 nails are affected by that, and they tried to give me another one, and I just can't handle that anymore because it's too much. Like I can't just have one more. And I started to give many details. I can't remember what I've said. And that's the worst part. But being beaten up and hung to the roof, that's something really normal. Hang me to the roof, like tying my hands and my legs on back and hanging me to the roof of the building. That's kind of easy, but that's what the part of injection with the gas is the worst thing that I've experienced. That was for the first time, and I went back again. They released me without telling me why they released me, without taking me to the courtroom, that if I did committed a crime or I did something wrong, then they should take me to the court. And that didn't happen, and they released me. And I went back again to university, and I started to complain again and working with my friends. I wasn't the only one person that will face that situation. A lot of people that be in that position before. And that's why I was very determined and committed that I needed to keep on with other friends. So I finished at 2006, and then again, I've been arrested in 2007, early 2007, and also for the same reasons. After the protests in university, and walk out of university, walk on the streets, and again I've been arrested for 9 days. That's not too long, and it was winter rain in the same time in Sudan. And what happened is that they just took me to an open space, and then they just robbed me with the rope in a tree in the middle of the night, and then they brought very cold water, and then in the middle of the winter, and they poured on me, and they left me that without clothes and without anything in the middle of the an open space, and was kind of really horrible, but it doesn't affect someone physically. Just kind of makes you suffer and feel very tortured, but it's not doesn't harm you physically.
Permanently.
Yeah, and I spent 9 days, and again getting beaten up. That's kind of normal. Insulting us mentally, that we can even target your family. We can kill them, we can do whatever we want. That's something that they were saying. And then I've been released, and went back again to university, and I thought twice, maybe this is no good idea for me to keep on doing this. I better leave the university and maybe go into Darfur. I need to find a way to make it to Darfur, maybe either to join the rebel movement there or leave the country. But again, I thought, I'm in the last year of my school, and I just can't give up because of this. And maybe they're doing this to make me feel desperate and hopeless, and to give my university. And that's their goal. I shouldn't give them that chance. And what happened is that I determined also to keep on in that difficult situation, even though the financial situation that I was going through was too difficult because I had no chance to work. I cannot ask my family, even though they're teachers. Still in the camp, they're getting their teachers working. My mom is working with the United Nations, and they can fund me, but I just can't ask them to fund me because anyway, they're in the camp. And I have 4 other sisters and 1 brother. It's for them first. I will take care of myself. And here and there, I managed to keep on. And before the last examination, like the last a month before I take the exams, they arrested me again for 21 days. And the goal is not to finish my school. 21 days I was in prison. And they were saying, don't be stupid, you need to be smart. After the torture and beating me up, again, some other people are coming and tempting me that you don't have to keep on this. Be with the government, be cooperative with the government. You're finishing your school this year. you will work no matter what your school results are, and you can bring your family in Khartoum, living in a nice building. You can have a better life, and you don't have to take care of those the forests you're talking about. And I said that from what I'm doing, it's not about me. It's not about my family. That's how I being educated and taught by my parents. It's about the entire community and about millions displaced. And I don't care whatever you want to do, go for it. And even I prefer to be killed. Like you better kill me. Better for you than arresting me every time and asking me to do 1, 2, 3. Do it. The same way I'm not stupid. Okay, you're enjoying torture, you're enjoying beating you up, and that's what will happen. If you are keeping doing this, this will be your destination. This is what you will face every time. I said, okay, go for it, but I will never ever quit, and I will never stop this. And that's something that this is my life mission. I'm gonna do it wherever I am. And they were very upset about what I was saying, and they released me 9 days, and they know for sure that I would not keep on studying. But I determined that 9 days, but I need to take my exams, and I took them. I need to prepare myself, and it was risky to take exams at that time in my final year. And I've decided to take it because anyway, it's risky anyway. If I'm taking my exam, if not, it is a risk. So I need to take it. And I took the exam. I passed the exams, not with perfect scores, because something that maybe many people they used to say, but when I went to school, from the first class, like until the university, I was number 1 in my class, always. And to have, just like to think about just passing the exam, that wasn't for me. But it became like a reality. I need to deal with it. And that would happen. And I passed the exam. I was happy that I passed the exam anyway. I finished university, and then maybe I let down my family a little bit because that's not what they were working for. They invested a lot on me, so I need to be perfect on my school, everything that I do. I finished the school. I can't work because of the political engagement.